Hello, my dear students. Let's start to answer the first question on GAT math. 9x equals 81, then 3x equals what? In this question, if you want to find the value of 3x, we have 9x, this is equals to 81. You can divide it both sides by 3. Okay, so 9 divided 3 equals 3, and write down x equals 81 divided 3. You know that 81 is 9 times 9, and 9 is 3 times 3. So it will be 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. Can cross 3 with 3. So the answer is 3 times 3 times 3, which equals 27. So the answer of this question is C. Question 2, which of the following numbers is divisible by 8, 9, and 12? You know that the number is divisible by 12 is if it's divisible by 3 and 4. And also the number is divisible by 3 if the sum of all digits of it are divisible, is divisible by what? By 3. And divisible by 4 if the last two digits is divisible by 4. Okay, the number also is divisible by 9 if the sum of its digits is divisible by 9, and the number is divisible by 8 if the last three digits is divisible by 8 also. Okay, so if you applied all of these conditions on the numbers, you will find the answer is D. Next question, question 3, 100 raised to the power of 1 times 1 raised to the power of 100. So it will be 100 times 1 power 100, it will be 1. So the answer is B. Question 4, 1 over 8 plus 3 over 4 over 1 over 8 and 9 over 5. You can check the numerator. You have 3 over 4 and 1 over 8. How can we add both? You multiply this fraction times 2 and times 2. So it will be 6 plus 1, which equals 7, over the same denominator, which equals 8, and you have 1 over 8. Now you can cross 8 with 8. So it will be 7 over 1, which equals to 7. Now A is greater than 9 over 5. Question 5, if 9 raised to the power of x minus 88 raised to the power of x equals 1, where x is a natural number, compare between the value of A and the value of B. Just plug in x equals 1, so it will be 9 power 1 minus 8 power 1, which equals 1. It means 1 also satisfy this equation, so x equals 1, so both values are equal. So the answer is C. Question 6, compare between 0.41 and 0.901. If you want to compare between two decimal numbers, you have to check the number of digits before the decimal. So we have 2 digits before and we have 3 digits, so we have to add 1 0. So it will be 410 and 401. So the value of A is greater, so the answer is A. Question 7, if the ratio of students passing to failing the exam is 1 to 4. So the ratio between the passing to F, it will be 1 to 4. And to the total, you want to find the total, it will be 1 plus 4, which equals 5. What is the percent passing of passing students? The percent of passing students, it will be the number of the ratio under the passing, which is 1, over the total, which is 5, times 100 to find it into percent, which equals 20%. Answer is. Next question. If Ali has a bank account with 2,537 and he withdraw 5%, find the approximated amount remaining in this account or in his account. Okay, to calculate 5%, you can calculate 10% of this number at the beginning, which equals 253.7. Then divided it by 2 to find the 5%. It will be, I think, 126, something like this, point something. Okay, then subtract to find what? To find the remaining. Approximately, it will be 2,400. The answer is B. Question 9. Compare 1.25 squared and 2. 1.25 squared, I think it will be 1 point something. So the value of A is less than the value of B. Or we can change 1.25 from decimal into fraction. So 1, write it down 1, and 0.25, it will be 1 over 4. This is all squared. Now we change from mixed number into improper fraction. Write down the denominator and multiply 1 times 4 plus 1. 1 times 4, which equals 4 plus 1, which equals 5, squared. So it will be 25 over 16. 25 over 16, this is 1 point something. So the value of B is greater. So the answer is B. Let's move to the next question. Question 10, compare between 2 raised to the power of 3 all to the power of negative 3 times 4 raised to the power of negative 1 all to the power of negative 4 and the value of B, which is half. You know that if you have two exponents like this, you can multiply both together. So it will be 2 raised to the power of 3 times negative 3, which equals negative 9. Times, we can rewrite 4 as 2 raised to the power of 2. So it will be 2 raised to the power of 2 times negative 1, which is negative. Now we have the same bases, and on multiplication sign, write the same base, and negative 9 plus 8, which equals negative 1. So the answer is half. So both values are equal. Question 11. A man traveling for 6 hours, and he had 7 breaks, each break half an hour. If he arrived at 7:30 p.m., what time did he start the trip? Okay, we have 6 hours. And we have also 7 breaks, each break with 30 minutes or half an hour. Each break with half an hour, it means that we have 3 hours and half an hour. This is the break. Okay, add them together. So we have 9 hours and half an hour. Then subtract. If you subtract half an hour from 30 minutes, it will be 7. Then subtract also 9 hours. So the answer is 10. Question 12, Fahad takes a monthly salary 6,000 and 3% from company profits. If his total salary is 12,000, what is the company's profit? Okay, his salary is 6,000 and with the total salary is 12,000, so we'll subtract to find the profit. 12,000 minus 6,000, it means that the profit, it will be 6,000. Now 3% from X equals 6,000, and X represent the company's profit. We have 3%. You can change it from fraction, then multiply both sides times the multiplicative inverse. So it will be 3 over 100 times X. This is 6,000. Then multiply both sides times 100 over 3 to find the final answer. Cross, cross, and divided 3 equals 1. Divided 3, it will be 2,000. So 2,000 times 1,000, it will be 2, and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it will be 2 with 5 zeros, which is what? 200,000. This is the profit. 13, a rectangle has a length twice the width. If you have a rectangle like this, the length is twice the width. So L equals 2W. If its area is 72 centimeters squared, find its perimeter. Know that the area of the rectangle is length times width, which equals 72. Plug in. So 2W times W, this is equals 72. It means 2W squared equals 72, dividing both sides by 2. So W squared equals 36. So W equals 6. Now W equals 6, it means that the length equals 12. To find the perimeter, you know that the perimeter is length plus width, all times 2. So it will be 12 plus 6, which equals 18. 18 times 2, which equals 36. So the answer is C. Question 14. There are 4 consecutive numbers. If the product of the first 2 numbers is 12, what is the product of the last 2 numbers? Now we have 4 numbers. The product of the first 2 numbers is 12. You know that if you have 2 consecutive numbers, their product is 12, I have 3 and 4. So this number is 5 and this number is 6. Now we want to find the product, so multiply 5 times 6, which equals 30. The answer is B. 1 over 3 plus 1 over 4 and 1 over 3 plus 4, which is 1 over 7. 1 over 3 plus 1 over 4, you can add them as 3 times 4, which equals 12. 1 times 4 equals 4, and the 3 times 1, which equals 3. So it will be 7 over 12. Now we want to compare between 7 over 12 and 1 over 7. We can compare them by multiplying 7 times 7, which equals 49, and 12 times 1, which equals 12. So 49 is greater than 12, so this fraction is greater than this fraction. So the answer is A.